What's up, you little This is Mark Hoppus coming to you live from outside the venue in Munich. We played a show in Berlin last night. It was awesome. Possibly the best sounding show of the tour. Is that not right, Mr. Hoelms? And anyway, so we finished the show last night. We drove to Munich, and now it is cold and rainy in Munich. The first cold and rainy day of the European tour. And you know what it is? It's Daniel. Daniel Jensen last night was talking about how great the weather's been this whole tour, and now it's raining. Clearly his fault. But you know what? For European tour, 1 day of rain so far, that's nothing. You got nothing. Euros, you've been very kind to us. We appreciate it. Although I know when we come back in January, it's going to be cold as snowy, cold, bleak, but fun. It's going to be fun. We're bringing the warmth of California to the European continent. Oh, I got a fantastic gift today from someone waiting here at the venue when we showed up. A nice lady, she gave me a gift. An apron that says, Mark is our #1 unicorn lover, and also this gorgeous painting / drawing / art project.
It looks like you're baking.
Yeah, it does look like I'm baking.
Up a podcast.
Apparently, oh, maybe that's the correlation. Maybe I'm
the...
baking the podcast. Okay. Yeah. I got to think about this some more. I didn't get the connection.
Wacky Germans.
It was very kind. Thank you. Thank you very much for the kind gift.
People should bring gifts for me.
Yeah. Very little gift giving on this tour.
I like stuff from people.
What would you like, seriously?
I don't know.
If you could wish that somebody would bring you something, what would your wish be? Doesn't matter, because by the time this podcast comes out, we're long gone from Europe.
It's the thought that counts. Hey, America? Yeah, I'll take some Americana gifts.
Maybe some toy puzzle games that you get at Cracker Barrel.
I don't know. Just give me
AA batteries. What do you want?
Just stuff. Just make something.
Oh,
you have to make something. Card.
Chris Holmes has called it out. Anyone coming to the U.S. shows, homemade cards for Chris Holmes.
There you go.
So opening the show tonight is a repeat performance from our friends Itchy Poop Skid. And we're going to play another song from them right now.
When all you feel is wasted and no change inside, no plans for evolution, even the words don't come out right. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. But not now, not with me. I feel good, I feel free. I'm still here, I'm alive. I'm singing 1, 2, 3, 5. I'm gonna set the world on fire to kill the silence in my head. Yeah! I'm gonna set the world on fire and put some noise up there instead. And I won't be coming home. No, I won't be coming home ever again. Discourage and depression weighing on my mind. I don't know which way to go now. Even the words are hard to find. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. But not now, not with me. I feel good, I feel free. I'm still here, I'm alive. I'm singing 1, 2, 3, 5. I'm gonna set the world on fire to kill the silence in my head. Yeah! I'm gonna set the world on fire and put some noise up there instead. And I won't be coming home. No, I won't be coming home ever again. gonna set the world on fire to kill the silence in my head. I'm gonna set the world on fire and put some noise up there instead. I'm gonna set the world on fire to kill the silence in my head. Yeah! I'm gonna set the world on fire and put some noise up there instead. And I won't be coming home. And I won't be coming home. No, I won't be coming home ever again.
So that was Itchy Poop Skid. The band last night was really rad. They were called the Roosters. And I think you need to hear a song by them as well. Right? Chris Holmes?
Yes, they were rad.
We watched them. They were great.
We watched.
I've watched actually all the bands.
You have.
Yes, I have. Pat me on the back.
Mr. Morally Superior.
answer is so easy, I know what to do. You ask me why I'm alive, you ask me why I be. The answer is so easy, I'm in a band. You understand a fellow and he wants something from you. You understand a fellow and he wants something from you. Some say we like tease, some say we like car, some say I the hell one, love it. Some say please lose me, some say overuse me, some say I the damn one, dislike it. You understand a fellow and he wants something from you. You understand a fellow and he wants to come to you. Love it, hate it. The meaning of you and the things you do, not the clothes you wear or the talk we share. My music wake me up, the music is my frame. It's all situation for my drive, my food and saint. Understand a fellow and he wants something from you. You understand a fellow and he wants something from you.
Yeah. All right. We're going to play a show in Munich here in about, 45 minutes? Something like that?
Yes,
It's a 9 o'clock stage time
roughly.
tonight.
Really?
What time is it now?
It's 8:30.
Really?
8:25, yeah.
Oh, all right. Itchy Poop Skid is probably just getting off stage. Remember when I was bragging earlier about how I watch all the bands? I missed it tonight because I've been podcasting like a f***ing jerk. Now it is after the show in Munich. Munich? Yeah, Munich tonight. And awesome show, very fun. What?
Let's talk tonight.
Let's talk tonight?
Let's talk about tonight.
What? Oh.
So explain to me the 5 seconds before and then immediate 5 seconds after your dance routine faux pas tonight.
What, the shoulder lean?
No, sir.
Oh,
I mean,
you mean when I fell down?
Somewhere on YouTube right now,
Yeah,
maybe at this very
seriously?
moment.
I requested it.
Explain to the
let's talk.
podcast.
So we're playing a song tonight, and I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to bring it. And Craig sweat so much that his whole side of the stage was just covered in water. And I slipped in it, and I fell to my knees. Although Craig, Nosferatu, it could be human blood. Could be the blood of the innocent on his side of the stage. You never know. You never know with Craig. It could be. I fell. It was awesome. Got back up, rocked out for the rest of the song, and I was trying as hard as I could not to laugh. But I'm sure it's out there online. Check it out, YouTube. We listen to all kinds of music backstage before we are walking out to warm up and get pumped for the show. Tonight we were actually a lot lately. We've been listening to hip hop in the backstage dressing room, and little Chris has been teaching me how to do the shoulder lean, and so I tried it on stage tonight. And we actually brought little Chris out on the stage, and he actually does it pretty well. Little Chris can dance; he can really get down, and so I was trying to do it at the same time. How'd I do
Compared to him?
compared to Chris? Did it look like I was having some kind of a seizure?
It was more seizure-like than him.
More like a twitch.
It was like a spasm of some sort,
It
yes.
was like Frankenstein having a seizure.
A little bit, yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'm not going to mislead you.
You know what I'm sick of?
It was
It's not Frankenstein. People say, "Oh, that's Frankenstein."
not
It's Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein was the
It
doctor.
was the doctor. Frankenstein was the monster.
Yeah, it's Frankenstein's monster. So I look like Frankenstein's monster having a seizure.
I was like, man, that guy that almost fell on stage has a twitch now. What's wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, that was an awkward couple of minutes. First, me awkwardly trying to do the shoulder
Then
lean.
you're like, wait,
and
I
then-
can dance. Everybody, check it out.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain the common theme of the first 3 songs of your set?
Oh
tonight?
yeah. Also tonight,
Where the hell that came
yeah,
from?
the first like 3 or 4 songs, every song was about my hair or somebody's hair. Yeah.
What's the?
I don't know why. I don't know where that came from. It's an inside joke from yesterday, right?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
That you said the weatherman was going to be about your hair.
Yeah, the Weatherman's like the darkest, saddest song on the entire album, and I was joking that I was going to introduce it always by saying this next song's about my hair.
You also had for the first time on this tour anyway the drum.
Oh, I did a drum solo. I did the drum solo on this tour. That was fun. But the raddest thing was that as we're playing, I think the first song, I see something float up to the ceiling. It's a fucking unicorn balloon.
Yeah,
Did you see that? It was on your side.
just straight away, like right. as
Yeah,
you
it was a
came out
unicorn
there.
balloon. It wasn't a real unicorn. It was kind of a cartoon unicorn. What?
I'll just let that go.
What?
It wasn't a real unicorn.
No, it wasn't a real
You're
unicorn. It was a
right.
cartoon one.
Fair enough.
I know what real
I'm not gonna
unicorns look
shit on
like.
People's dreams.
Why did you think it looked like a real unicorn? No, it was a cartoon unicorn.
Who are you
Just
to
like
say?
it's just like there's a
who the
cartoon
fuck are you
deer
to
in
say-
Bambi.
Who are you to say what a real unicorn looks like?
I am the only one that's with
The authority.
the knowledge and the authority to say what a unicorn looks like. So whoever bought the unicorn balloon to the Munich show, thank you. That was awesome. What else we got?
Moreover, where the hell do you find a unicorn?
Yeah, where do you find a fucking Mylar unicorn balloon? In Munich during Oktoberfest. It is Oktoberfest, by the way. And the cab that drove us back to the venue tonight after we went to the shower rooms told us that 6.5 million people come to Munich every year for Oktoberfest, that they consume 6 million gallons of wine,
Yeah.
of beer, something like
6
that.
million gallons of beer and 90.
90 oxen. They consume 90 oxen every year. So Munich knows how to party. And you can only drink Munich beer. In Oktoberfest, it's only Munich breweries are allowed to provide the beer for the Oktoberfest. So, little information for you all. All right, we're going to call Liz Friedlander right now. She just directed the new Plus 44 video, and we're going to see what she has to say about that. All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? It's Mark.
Hello?
How are you doing?
I'm super. How are you doing?
Great. Are you?
What are you guys drinking?
We're drinking port wine.
Oh, that's a headache waiting to happen.
Yeah, but we have a day off in Milan tomorrow, so it's okay. We can eat lots of
This is
pasta.
good. So you'll be in Milan with a headache. That's nice.
Yeah. Have you gone to Milan before?
I've actually been all over Italy, but not to Milan before. No.
It's a beautiful city,
Fashion capital of Europe.
and it's also truffle season, so we're gonna have truffle pasta.
Very punk rock of you.
Yes, it is. Okay. Are you editing right now?
I just left the flame session to come home for a couple hours because they're rendering stuff, and then I'm going back tonight.
Awesome. Now, would you say this is the best video of all time?
Yeah, I would.
Nice. I agree.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I think it looks great. Holmes, help me out here. Yeah.
How did you think of the concept?
Yeah, how did you come up with the concept for the video?
Yeah. How'd you how did I come up with I don't know. I mean, in a weird way, it was easy because I just listened to the song, and the song was just kind of going at 1,000,000 miles an hour from the get-go and kind of was constantly moving. So I just started thinking about constant movement and then devices that we could use kind of filmically to convey that, and just kind of came up with the idea.
Awesome. What is the idea? Would you describe it for our fabulous listeners?
Jesus. The idea is basically, I mean, it's almost, oh God, this is going to be horrible. I had been watching the movie Run, Lola, Run, and how that movie just constantly starts going, and the song reminded me of that. And it's kind of just a nonstop journey through a bunch of spaces, through a bunch of performances of you guys, and it's just, I think, a journey kind of fueled by the song. Starts outside, it kind of goes through all these crazy places in this building and shows you guys in a bunch of different lights, and then winds up almost back where it started.
You're very good at this.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm that good at that. You remember you're drunk, so that's probably helping you out there.
And what do you have coming up next? Are you going to get back into films?
I hope to do another film soon, and I hope to do some more videos and probably a commercial or two in the meantime. But I'm adapting a book for a movie and then reading other scripts, and I don't know, just kind of doing everything and hope. There's a huge helicopter flying over my house. Doing everything and hoping that something works out.
Hey, if you ever need music, I write songs.
You know what? It's funny is I was actually thinking that you guys should start thinking about doing music for movies because it's a lot of fun.
I want to. We actually have a reel that I'd love to send you.
No, you should. It's funny. I will say because when we were actually shooting the video, every time I watch you guys play, I'm always reminded about actually what really amazing, true, competent musicians you are. Just because for some reason, you hear it on a record, but and I think I told you this, whenever I see the fingering on the bass and the guitars, and then certainly Travis's drumming, I'm always reminded this is intricate. I always forget how musically intricate it is, and and the last time when we were on set, I thought you guys should be scoring movies because it's fun and it's nice. I think it would be probably easy for you guys because you would have a start instead of having to start from scratch. Somebody's okay, here's the inspiration for the music, here's the feeling, now go.
My God, I love you. All right. So
what do we know Liz from? What's her?
Oh, we know Liz. The question's being asked here that you probably can't hear is where do we know Liz from? Liz directed the Adam song video for Blink-182, and that's how I met her. Hey, do you remember when we were filming the video and we filled our manager's car with styrofoam?
That was funny.
That was awesome.
Right now you're like Chris Farley on Saturday Night Live with Paul McCartney. Remember that time when you wrote that song? That
was great. That was so cool. All right, Liz, thank you very much. And
all right, thanks, you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day off tomorrow, and good luck with the rest of your shows.
Thank you very much.
All right, I'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye, Liz.
Bye.
She's a good egg, that Liz. Seriously, if you've gotten this far on the podcast, leave a message on Chris Holmes' MySpace page. Oh, God. Just to let us know how many people have actually gotten to this point. What's your MySpace profile? MySpace /
Holmes 1979.
Okay.
You can leave a message if you got this far, and also leave a message about what the you're gonna bring me when you come to the show.
Shane, you have a confession from tonight's show?
Yeah, I mean, the beginning of No It Isn't. The pick started slipping out of my finger right when I struck the first chord, but it was the blood that was getting in the way, so whatever.
I didn't even notice. I really didn't even notice. We're flawless. We're flawless, people. No one ever knows. We rock so hard that the laws of physics can't contain us, and what you're hearing is not a mistake. It's us rocking so hard that the time-space continuum has completely up, and we've bent it. You're witnessing a what's that thing called? An event horizon right in the middle of the. Do you guys know what an event horizon is? What's the event horizon?
It's kind of hard to explain if you don't know quantum physics. I couldn't really.
It's the point at which you can't escape a black hole. It's the point at which light cannot escape in a black hole. And that's how we ended the European tour. Event horizon. We're back in the States now. Let's see. I wonder if anything's happened since we were in Europe. Oh, yeah! Travis found out that his arm was broken the whole time we were in Europe. How about that? Kid played the whole tour with a broken arm. We are rehearsing for Plus 44, touring with Travis using his left foot as his right arm. And it's actually pretty badass. Everyone needs to come out to the shows. Check the MySpace for the reschedulings. And sorry to the people that we had to postpone your shows, but hey, what do you want from us? Travis has a broken arm. By the way, you remember from the podcast a while ago when I was in New York and I said, oh, going out to get comic books? I fell off the deep end. Okay, all into comic books now, back into comic books. It feels great to be home, especially the Marvel Civil War series. Hey, Marvel Civil War writers, don't be afraid to write me into one of your one of your issues. Maybe a tertiary character. I don't even necessarily need superpowers or have to appear as myself.
What's your superpower?
My superpower would be throwing picks, because as those of you who have come to the show may notice, I am deadly accurate with a pick. As we were rehearsing yesterday, I called out that I was going to hit a skateboard about, 15 feet away from me? Nailed it! Nailed it! And then there was a lamp that was on the other side of the rehearsal studio that I nailed first try. And a pole supporting the ceiling, I nailed that too. Don't with me. Hey, if you write me into the Marvel Civil War series, that's my superpower. Pick throwing guy. All right, so yeah, comic books. I read 100 Bullets. I reread Watchmen. I read 1602. I read Alias. I read Cable and Deadpool. Man, I've read all the shit that's out there. And it's badass. Comic books are rad. And I'm not the only nerd in the world that thinks that, okay? Hey, speaking of me, and aren't we always? I started playing this Lego Star Wars video game, the new one, the original trilogy one. That thing is bad. Everybody, quit your jobs, drop out of school, devote your lives to playing this video game. Join me. Who's with me? So basically, now that we're not on tour, I'm playing video games and reading comic books.
You gotta have goals.
Hey, I'm 34 years old. What else am I supposed to do?
You're not playing like Halo. You're playing Lego.
I'm playing Lego Star Wars. Yeah, I bet if you came to my house and sat on my lap and played that game for a couple of hours, you'd be sold. Chris Holmes.
You probably would be.
I'd like to throw down the gauntlet and invite you to come to my home tonight.
And so your lap?
Anytime between midnight and 1 o'clock in the morning for a good 2 solid hours of lap-sitting video game playing. All right, we're going to eat some lunch now. We're at the studio. We're doing some acoustic tracks for the album. And yeah, we're going to take a break and eat some sushi from the best sushi in the valley. You know what? Yeah, bleep it out. I don't want people finding out where the best sushi in the valley is. We're not giving you our secrets, people. You better come and eat at all the sushi restaurants here, just like we do. No freebies, you sushi. And now we're going back to work on these acoustic tracks. Check us out on tour. Oh, yeah. The Matches. Our good friends, The Matches, are opening up, supporting. And come to the shows and see for yourself if you agree with me that the singer of The Matches looks like if Axl Rose, Oliver Twist, and a pirate all had a kid. He would look like the singer from The Matches. Right?
That's pretty accurate.
Anyway, we're going to be on the road very soon. Check the MySpace page of Plus 44, MySpace/PLUS44. And we will see you on the road. Until then, burn in hell! Happy Halloween.